Hey guys, take a breath with me for a moment. This reading isn't about forcing a relationship or rushing, is it going to work out or not? This is about what's already changing right this second that you might not be noticing. And it's going to be something that isn't super obvious. So in front of you, I have 3 piles of cards, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Choose what pile you feel drawn to. I've already meditated on them and I've asked my spirit guides to allow you to choose the one that has a message for you. When you're ready, let's begin. If you chose pile 1, it feels like someone who's been juggling things and balancing maybe even self-control. I wouldn't be surprised if you got the 2 of Cups. You got the 2 of Swords. There's a strong theme of community and interaction. You may be a really social person, pile 1. You might be connecting with people through work or through your relationships out of being purely curious. Now, let's take a look at these cards here. So like I said, there's community and you're very, very engaged with people. You're in an environment where your mind is being stimulated constantly. There's curiosity. There's lots of questions. There's lots of learning. There's lots of testing the waters, starting things blindly. But look, underneath that, there's a sense of conflict, pause, stuck between 2 decisions. It's like being stuck between a crossroads, for lack of better words. And it's not because you don't know what you want. It's just, if you choose one direction, you got to let go of the other one. And that's not easy. You tend to think things through very carefully. And sometimes to the point of overthinking. So this is for the ones that keep saying, once I just get through this, things will be different. See Temperance here? Hope. It is important to think that way. But learning to be stable on your own is part of your path because there is a grounding energy here with the 9 of Cups. There's you reclaiming yourself. You have the Emperor here. This could be Aries energy. You might be pushed into a role where you need to be taken more seriously, even if others don't feel like you deserve it. There's a theme here also of toxic habits. Things that used to motivate you, but now they just drag you down. Could be like drinking or something like that. The 7 of Wands here. This is responsibilities that used to motivate you to get shit done. And now it just drags you down. This feels like you taking care of someone that should be able to take care of themselves. What is changing for you, pile 1? It's nothing on the outside. It's a change on the inside first because you got the Princess of Wands. This is self-respect. This change is going to allow you to have your cup filled finally. It's not going to be like some big flashy, hey, I'm on my own now. It's going to be you on the inside like, I'm okay with where I'm at. I'm not just going to sit in discomfort anymore. You're going to realize that your comfort is finally going to bring you full circle. This change is going to happen in about 4 months or so. I'm getting the number 4. So it's gradual, obviously, but once it's locked in, like, it's happening. If you've been quietly working towards something, getting in shape, getting out of that relationship, getting a promotion, keep at it, because you're closer than you think here, because you have the world ending in. If you want some more clarity, follow me into pile 2. A lot of times they trickle into one another. Bye, guys. Welcome. Whether you followed me from pile 1 or you're just popping into pile 2, this is your reading, pile 2. All right. This reading feels heavy. It's not hopeless, but it's like a, like you've been holding your breath too long. There's confusion. There's decisions. Being foggy in the head and being uncertain as well. Like, what's real, what's not, is what I'm wanting to say. Things being projected onto you, being gaslit. And that's making you doubt yourself. 6 of coins. People don't know how to respond to you. What happens after that, though? Recognition. Despite everything, somewhere along the way, you did something right. This message is for you if you've been exhausted, if you've been at that breaking point, but you're still showing up. There's a fresh start energy here. Not because everything is fixed, but because you're actually on that edge of what you're working towards. And that's important. 3 of Wands. This is you pushing, perseverance, holding things together a lot longer than most people realize. You have the Tower in reverse as your shadow card. The middle of this reading, do you see here? This shows me overload, emotional burnout, sense of I can't keep doing this the same way. Like, I just cannot. And you're not meant to. Because there's grief, there's disappointment, there's loss, there's shadiness. There's realization that something didn't turn out the way you had hoped. This isn't a punishment. This isn't karmic punishment. You're being asked to just stop fighting it and acknowledge the work you've put in already. So, like I said, your shadow card was the Tower, right? In reverse. What that means is, let's take a look at your cards. What looks like an ending is actually the moment you stop believing the BS. You stop believing that there's no going back. There's no turning back. And more importantly, you stop waiting. So you're learning to let things settle before you make the next move. Like, stop being impulsive almost. Timing wise, this feels slower, like 7 months, 8 months, not weeks. But that's because you're rebuilding from the inside out. You're not ready to make this change yet. I really hope this reading resonated with you, pile 2. Let me know in the comments if it did. And follow me to pile 3, because a lot of times the piles trickle into one another. See you then. Pile 3. Welcome. Whether you followed us from pile 1, pile 2, or you're just here for 3, this reading's for you. Ooh, powerful. King of Coins. Intense and life directed for surezies. All right. Pile 3, you're someone that knows how to build, maintain things, probably run a house yourself, run a business yourself. You don't take change lightly, though. You have a hard time with change. You have the Death here. That is something ending. That is followed by the King of Wands, put in the work. This is financial, emotional, energetically. You don't realize that the change, you've already outgrew it, so it's going to happen anyways. This could be like you changing your complete identity, a whole role, a new baby, a new house, or like even a new version of yourself. What follows is the Ten of Wands, leadership and division. But this is like a spark of confidence. Like, I feel like you lost your sparkle and then you got the Five of Wands here. This is you stepping forward with purpose this time, but still carrying a bit of uncertainty. This message is for you if you've been feeling loss or heartbreak, because there's a new beginning here for sure where you can grow. But it might even be like work or money, but it could be your family too. It is stability though, but you got to have faith in it, because this is fated. Like, this is going to happen. Your spirit guides are making this happen. There's pain that's left, trauma with you, and you haven't released it yet. So you're still doubting that this is the real deal, that this is going to work. This is like a very heavy energy. Your next chapter doesn't, it just requires you to be willing and be gentle with yourself. Be willing to learn, because starting again is worth it. You get the Wheel of Fortune. Progress that's a forward movement is better than perfect progress. Timing wise, this is ASAP. This is like in a few days. You're not starting from zero anymore. You're starting from experience. You're starting from learning from those mistakes. If this reading resonated, just let yourself sit with it and see what that means for your future. You don't need to act on everything just because you get a message from me. And if you feel called to, let me know in the comments, because sometimes just seeing who else resonated with it makes you feel better. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.